Trump addresses the high cost of living, particularly energy costs, and vows to cut energy bills in half within 12 months. He ties this to his promise to open oil sites like ANWR in Alaska, which he claims were shut down under the Biden-Harris administration. By reopening these sites, he argues it will not only reduce energy costs, but make the U.S. an energy powerhouse. Trump claims that under Harris, illegal immigrants would plunder benefits from seniors by being added to the Social Security and Medicare systems, thus destroying them. He promises to protect these programs with no cuts and asserts that Harris would lead to North Carolina seniors facing poverty and desperation. Trump criticizes Biden's $9 billion spending on electric vehicle chargers, stating that it resulted in only 8 chargers in the Midwest. He promises to strengthen the U.S. automobile manufacturing industry, bringing it back to its dominance of 40 to 50 years ago. He vows to make cars in America and stop the outsourcing of car production to other countries, particularly China. Trump emphasizes the threat of fentanyl and other drugs pouring into the U.S. from the southern border, claiming they have killed over 320,000 Americans this year alone. He contrasts this with his administration's strong border policies, arguing that the current border situation under Biden is the worst in history, while under his leadership, it was the most secure. Transgender athletes in women's sports. Trump denounces the inclusion of transgender athletes in women's sports, using an example of a female Italian boxer who lost to a transgender woman in the Olympics. He argues that this is demeaning to women and criticizes the current administration for allowing such policies, promising to end what he calls the transgender insanity in schools and sports. Military and space leadership. Trump claims credit for creating the Space Force and asserts that the U.S. is now leading in space over Russia and China. He pledges to work with Elon Musk to reach Mars before the end of his next term and promises to strengthen military protection in space as part of ensuring national security. Trump vows to stop what he calls the invasion of illegal immigrants, claiming they are taking over schools and hospitals and contributing to crime. He also highlights his previous success in building the border wall and securing help from Mexico to guard the border.